I'm going to show you how I do a ruffle for one of my cakes. This is what I would use. I would use some fondant, whatever color you're working with. This is my little foam pad out of the gum paste flower kit. And this is also the ball tool out of that flower kit. So that's what I use. Let's get started. Okay, I have that piece ruffled. Oops, I'm going to do it again just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. You may want to let this, you may want to roll it out and let it sit like I had talked about with the leopard. When you roll the leopard print material out, you may want to just let it sit for a while so that it dries just a tad and is not so gummy. Okay, here's what I would do. It doesn't really matter if you have it cut exact right now. You can go back and trim that up later. But I take my ball tool and then I just start pulling this edge like that. You just pull it with your ball tool and there you go. It makes a ruffle. Isn't that cool? I pulled too hard. But sometimes if your fondant is sticky enough, you can go back and stick it back to itself and start over. So that's kind of what I'm going to do there. Go back and make that a little less ruffly. But then if you can come back with your cutter and trim it up. That way it's exact at that point to the size that you want it. And let's do a black piece so that you can see that. But I don't usually start at the end. I'm not really sure why. It just works better for me if I start up on the fondant. You press and pull, just press and pull on there, and then it just ruffles that edge out like that. It just gives you a real pretty little ruffle. Now, I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep pulling. You're just pulling it and stretching it real thin, and it just ruffles all on its own. Some people, like I've said, do this with a toothpick. They rub along it with a toothpick, and I mean that works, but to me that's a lot of work. It's real. I can't hardly hang on to the toothpick. This just works really easily for me to ruffle like this. And you can see it goes, once you get going, it goes pretty fast. Alright. I'm going to try to get it to where you can see as it happens. You can watch, it'll just start curling up. It'll just automatically see it starting to curl up. It just automatically makes the ruffle. Yep. Just watch, it just automatically starts turning into a ruffle as you do it. You don't have to really do anything, just pull it, and then it automatically just turns it into a ruffle like that on the edge. And that's all I do. I will get them on the cake and show you what it looks like.